We're back. 2017. This was an interesting year. So we've had a couple of years, probably from about 2014, that and 2017 was kind of in the same boat. I do remember 2017 being another year. There were a few albums of this year, though, that really stood out, and hopefully they'll be on this list. I'm going through, as you can see, up at the Prog Archives, looking through their top 100 albums of the year. And I've already gone through all this. It's filtered by all the different genres, just studio albums from all countries of 2017. So let's dive down, and I want to talk about those that I remember and skip over those that I don't, or that I just didn't listen to, because that's a lot of albums. So first up, Wobbler, From the Silence to Somewhere. I do remember loving this album. I didn't love it as much as everybody else did. I still really liked it. But it wasn't as great as everybody was saying, at least from my own perspective. Still a really fun album. And then these next ones, I don't remember at all. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I've been told to listen to Soup a number of times, so maybe I'll actually dive in this year and listen to some Soup. I do remember liking Diablo Swing Orchestra. That was a fun one. Of Pacifisticuffs. Very fun with that one. Mike Oldfield, Return to Ovidon, was my number one album of that year. I do remember loving this album. Still one of my favorite albums of the 2010s. I feel like this album was one of the first to receive the masterpiece status of mine. In fact, I think this was the first album of a new release that received my masterpiece status within my channel. I've been waiting and begging for one of those. The Colin Tench project with minor masterpieces. This one hurt because this was a posthumous album of his, or he had deceased. He had passed on just after the release of this album, and this man had a lot still left to say, so it was very sad to see him go for that one. These next couple of albums I don't recognize at all. Big Train with Grimspound, not a fan of this one. Didn't like this one as much. And the follow-up with Second Brightest Star was still like, didn't like it all that much. Motorcycle with the Tower, strong album, but not my favorite of theirs. There was no moment on that album that I was like really liked. Same with Melina from Leprous. This one was a little bit of a misstep, even though The Congregation was the first album that I heard from them. This one just didn't quite hit me as hard as I was hoping it would. Still really fun though. The Brock project comes back with Attachments. It was fun. It was fine. Let's see, what else do we have on here? The Slow Rust of Forgotten Machinery. I remember not liking this album at all. This was one of the first albums that received actually a skip, or a just like it was not good. Didn't like that one at all. The Threshold of Shrines. This was an interesting album for me. That was fun. Let's see here. Do I recognize any other ones on this album, or on this list? Like I said, 2017 was one of the first that it started to have some promise, but overall I wasn't all that excited about. Nova Collective was very fun. Same with Gungfly. This was Rickard Solblum's solo work. I thought that was really fun on her journey to the sun. Let's see, other ones that, like, there's a lot here that I don't recognize at all. The Contortionist with Clairvoyant. It was fun. It was fun. Not my favorite from them, but it was still fun. This was one of the other two albums to receive the masterpiece status of Luciferian Towers of Godspeed You Black Emperor. This one blew me away. I still listen to it and get chills. This is one of the best albums from the 2010s. Very standout album. So those were the two albums that I felt were starting to come back and starting to bring forth this really brilliant music. Same with The Second Hand from Anubis. Really like this one. Concept album of a guy reflecting on his life at the end of his life. Really like that one. Kind of like where he came from, where he went. Very much similar to like The Human Equation from Arion. Let's see here. Really like that one. Lunatic Soul is back on here. Pain of Salvation in the Passing Light of Day. This one, it was good. It was good. Not as good as some of the past albums, but I'm not a big fan of Pain of Salvation in comparison to some of the other stuff that progressive rock was putting out at that time. But still, very strong in terms of like thematics and reflection, again, at the end of like looking back on your life and kind of doing a little bit more of an introspection. Ooh, Tangerine Dream. I forgot that they put out an album that year. Quantum Gate. I might have to actually look at that. And it looks like, oh, Caligula's Horse. This was the album that got me into Caligula's Horse, and I really enjoyed it. Very much like early Opeth. Really like that one. Nomad by Sky Architect. That was fun. That entered into my top 10, I think. Neo Oblivious Scaries. Wow, that one's really far down there. I really like to Earn. I'm surprised that this one's so far down at 94. Wow. And then the final one. Ooh, I do remember listening to this one as well at 97 from Elder. Reflections of a Floating World. I'm surprised that one's so far down as well. I live streamed that one because I hadn't heard that one until then. And wow, number 100, The Source from Arion. Oh boy, that's almost just participation marks at that point. That's oof. Yeah, I remember getting that one again on vinyl. I was lucky enough to actually interview Arjun about this album as well. Some heavy hitting performances, but yeah, that was oof. So yeah, 2017 starting to get a little bit better, but still a little bit on the underwhelming side. Neo Oblivious Scaries was really, really good. We had two masterpieces of Godspeed You Black Emperor. Anubis was really, really good as well as Mike Oldfield taking the top rank of that. I think we're starting to find where we wanted to go within this. Gunfly was good, but yeah, there was a lot of wandering around, trying different things, seeing what stuck. Yeah, a lot of really, really big missteps. Like, I did not like the Tangent at all in that sense in their output. Same with Melinda and The Tower and Grimspound. Wow, now I'm looking at it. There was a lot more disappointments than there were of excitements. But Return to Omadon, #1 album of that year, easily. So friggin' good. I'll have to check out Soup, because they're there as well. So there's 2017. Pretty exciting. We're coming into probably my favorite year of music after this. 2018 was my favorite year in terms of music of the 2010s. Really looking forward to summarizing that one, so that's going to be coming out very, very soon. And thank you guys for joining me on this ride. We're coming into the final couple of reviews on this. What albums from 2017 didn't make this list? Which ones do you wish were on this list? Let me know about all those, or any surprises that you found along the way. Commenting down below which albums did I miss from this that you wanted me to talk about. Yeah, all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. Look out for 2018 coming out very soon. And yeah, you guys are definitely the best. And so until next time, notes out.